What is up, jabronis? JJ back here. JoeyWerk, a guy named Holden. Talking baseball today. That's not fair. I can't really do that to Holden because you've been on the shows every week. You haven't needed a cameo appearance.
I'm leaving. I'm gone next week, so shove it.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean you're gone. I don't know. We gotta get a fill in. Maybe we'll get Title.
Great.
You see this? It's this asshole demeanor that he brings to the show. It's hard to replicate.
It really is. There's no question. I had to tell my daughter yesterday. She's 6. I said, she goes, "Oh, how are you doing, Daddy?" I'm like, "I just got to tell you, I'm a dick, and I'm probably going to be that way for the rest of my life." She's like, "That's cool. Oh, good, Dad."
Before we get into the show, let's touch on Joey's apparel. It's hard to tell, but I think he likes the Knicks.
Yeah, the Knicks haven't made the playoffs in 10 years. I'm going to represent them. Yes.
I can appreciate. Holden, you never wear sports gear on the show.
I don't wear sports gear in general. The one thing that really bothers me is wearing a jersey and then somebody puts somebody else's name on their back. Like if you have Julius Randle on there, like what kind of a man are you? It's your last name. You don't need
RJ Barrett.
Does it say Works behind
RJ Barrett?
Hey, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
So you're pro people's last names behind the jerseys, like Kushner on a Cubs jersey.
I mean, the Nationals gave me a jersey with my name on it, but I would never go out of my way to do that either. So no. Hey, why are you fucking around? We got 30 minutes to do this show. What are you doing?
I think he's talking to you, Joe. He's not talking to me.
No, you.
Let's go. Let's get it started.
Jesus, man.
Aren't you the
Orioles
You're supposed to get us going, yeah.
Guys, I hit this over 9 last night on BetMGM. It's up to 9.5 now. The wind's blowing out. As I've said before, as a guy that's been in Nats Park and basically lived there for 5 straight years, when it's warm, when it's in the low 80s, it's going to be in the upper 80s, maybe 90 today. Ball flies out. It's like Coors Field. When it's cold, it plays really, really big. But it's going to be hot today. And the total here is 9.5. And then I wonder what you got on the sides. Patrick Corbin is going to mound for the Nationals and Matt Harvey for the Orioles. You know what? If we're talking Matt Harvey, he has a connection to New York. Joey's wearing New York stuff. You start with this one, Joseph.
All right. I mean, Corbin has obviously pitched subpar thus far this year, 6.10 ERA. He has allowed at least 3 runs in 5 of his 8 starts, but he has pitched much better at home. And as you mentioned, obviously this game's at home. Harvey's coming back down to earth. You know, he's allowed 6 and 7 earned runs his last 2 starts versus the Mets and Rays. He now gets the team almost back to full health with a 321 X weighted on base percentage versus him. I mean, I think you got to leave the bullpens out. I personally think the sharp plays take the first 5 under 5.5 here. DK still laying a 5.5. No, I mean, that's just a lean. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but that was my lean.
You got to love Holden Knobslob in the over and Joey just knocking that shit right out of the park.
No, that's fine. That's good, man. I mean, I'm all for it. He's going first 5. He didn't talk about the 2 bullpens that you can just mash too.
I'll be honest, though. I am a little with Holden on this one. Not a love, not a conviction by any means, but he's right. That ballpark plays huge in weather like this. You got 2 below average arms. And while this is a big number for this park, I think you can occasionally see 10 at this park. I just don't think it's taken enough into account. This is probably the warmest day thus far for these guys to play in. Obviously, being a Sunday day game, it will be warm, humid. I'm not sure what the wind's going on, but either way.
Blowing out.
Either way. And lineups look good, too. I haven't looked at lineups for this game. But if lineups look good, yeah, for me, 9.5 would be a lean for me over.
Not a big deal. Okay. And we're going to hurry for you guys, at least to get to the 1 o'clocks before – so there's one. Oh, we got time. We're fine, guys. Red Sox.
He's convincing us like we're fine. Like it's us rushing him, Joey.
Yeah, right. This guy.
I hate you guys. I don't really. I like you guys. So we got
one-way street.
What's that?
Never mind.
Yeah, thank you. So Red Sox and Phillies today, and we got a little Zach Wheeler action. Erod, Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound for the Red Sox. 7.5 is the total in this game. If you want to bet the money line, by all means, go have a good time with this. I got plus 118 for the Red Sox. And then the Phillies, heavy favorites, minus 120 on PointsBet if you got that. JJ, we'll start with you on Red Sox Phillies.
Yeah, so I'm going to give out 5 total plays on this show. This is the one play, though, where the number's gone against me. And for obvious reasons, JD Martinez and Xander Bogaerts are both out of the lineup for Boston. Of course, it makes a difference. I'd argue one of them makes a difference. Both of them, of course, makes a difference. On Phillies' end, though, they are missing Bryce Harper, which does make a difference. However, look, won 4 straight. Phillies lost 4 straight. They're going for a sweep here as well. For me, you're getting the more confident team at dog money. I know the price isn't as good for me, knowing that those two aren't in the lineup for Boston. But, yeah, give me the more confident team playing right now at dog money. So even at 118 with the degraded lineup, I still kind of like it. So, yeah, give me Boston underdog here.
What are you thinking, Joey?
Yeah, I'm with them. You got to like the Red Sox at a dog price. They are still missing, they added Realmuto to the DL as well, so he's out of the lineup for the Phillies too. So, I mean, the Phillies got Adubel Herrera, Segura in the 2-3 spots. Like, the only one that's really in there is Rice Hoskins. And nobody else is really scary. Wheeler, he's pitched good as of recent, but he hasn't faced a good offense in a while. Last 5 starts: Miami, Washington without Juan Soto, Milwaukee without Christian Yelich, the Mets, and St. Louis. I mean, very small sample size. He does have good numbers versus Red Sox team, but again, small sample size. Eduardo Rodriguez has pitched decent. He did struggle last time versus the Blue Jays in Buffalo, but almost every pitcher struggles in that small park. So, I mean, I'm with them. You take the Red Sox at dog price here.
Okay. Our next game on the docket is the Yankees and the White Sox. As G. Risen on the sports side says, Dallas Keuchel is on the mound for the Sox. Wind's blowing out 10 to 15 miles to that short right field porch out there. Yankees heavy dogs, minus 152 is the lowest price that I'm seeing, gentlemen. And as far as the total goes, 9.5 for this one. Joey, I'll start with you because I know you got to play in this game.
Yeah, this game is screaming runs. White Sox trying to avoid the sweep. They're going to pressure to score runs early and get a lead. Jameson Taillon, he struggled his first year in the Bronx so far. 18 earned runs in his last 5 starts. And this year he hasn't really. He has pitched better in Yankee Stadium, but as we know, that's definitely a batter's ballpark. So he hasn't faced this good of an offense all year. The White Sox have good numbers versus him: 427 slugging percentage, 351 weighted on base percentage. Keuchel, he has to use deception to get strikes and basically swings and misses. I mean, he's a slow thrower, lefty, and he's going to have his hands full today. The Yankees stacked the lineup full of righties, only one lefty in there, and he's batting 9th. He's allowed at least 3 earned runs in 6 of his 9 starts. This is arguably the best offense he's faced all year. Lean here is full game over 9, but the official play will be Chicago White Sox team total over 4. That's via FanDuel minus 106.
Now, Keuchel in his prime used to be an absolute Yankees killer. This is obviously a different version of him, though. What I will say is the Yankees are a tough team to want to jump in front of right now. Also worth noting, while it's not correlated, the Yankees have had 4 straight starting pitchers go 7 inning, no earned. They're going for number 5 today with Mr. Taillon, or Taillon, as the cool kids might say, like Keuchel.
Joey said.
But for me, it's a stay away spot. I think the Yankees, maybe I see it open 115. I never saw 115 though. So if it did, yeah, that was a good number. I don't want any part of the 150 and 9.5. Still a bigger number too. Remember though, the Yankees aren't exactly hitting right now. I mean, only Gleyber Torres were the only guy swinging for them, and I think he might have had 5 RBIs yesterday of their 7 runs. So outside of him, they're really not hitting. But they do get Keuchel here from the left side. You figure that maybe they get some runs, and the White Sox should wake up a bit. So I don't mind the look at all. I just think the market's moved it a bit for me. But yeah, I wouldn't bet this under. That's for sure.
So the next game's the Mets and the Marlins. Guys, I didn't even know what the name of the park was. Do either one of you, and I do now, do you know what the name of the park in Miami is?
Marlins Park.
Nope. Oh, maybe it is. It's Lone Depot Park. No idea what these.
I thought it got renamed to Marlins Park. I could be wrong.
No, nobody wants to sponsor that place because it's
it's beautiful.
Did they take that stupid dolphin out or
yeah, the dolphin's gone, but the park is beautiful. I was there.
It's all right.
Okay,
it's all right. I mean, nothing special.
No,
Mets, Marlins.
Got renamed this year. You're right, Holden. It was Marlins Park, and now it is.
Well, no shit. That's why I said I didn't know it was Lone Depot, whatever the fuck that is. Total here 7 or 7.5. Mets Marlins. If you want to even mess with do we want to mess with anything in this game? The Mets plus 135. Why is that? Because Jordan Yamamoto is getting the start against Cody Poteet. I like Poteet, by the way. He's given up 2 runs in the 10 innings with 9 Ks in his 2 starts so far. JJ, anything on the Mets and the Marlins?
The Mets are plus 135, not so much because of Yamamoto, more or less because they're still fielding out a AAA lineup.
Yep.
There are a bunch of guys out for this team all at the same time, which is unfortunate. James McCann in the 3-hole is laughable. Now, granted, he might hit a home run today just to stick it up my ass, but at least with the Marlins, you're getting a starting lineup or an everyday starting lineup or near it. The problem is the Marlins, like I said yesterday on the video, they have no business being minus 150 against anyone. So I don't care who's pitching for them. It's a stay away spot for me based on this. And again, I don't want to back the Mets, even though they are finding ways to get runs despite this lineup. Just going to be an off spot for me entirely.
JJ, thank you. Joey, your turn.
Yeah, I mean, 2 unproven starters. Mets lineup very depleted. I mean, Maben 5, Vargas 6, Brandon Drury 7, Khalil Lee 8. Oof. Like, who the hell are these guys? I mean,
who the hell are these guys? Can we just bet an under first 5 or under Mets team total? I should say.
They've been finding ways to score runs though. It's been weird.
Yeah, I'm off this game. Obviously, I lean is the Marlins, but I'm not laying 150 with Cody Poteet.
Twins Indians last 4 months are going to be named Indians, so get on that bandwagon if you're upset about that. Joey sometimes says he's not a gas can, but you know what? J-Hap is a gas can right now. That's all I can say.
All right, give it to me. Let's go. That's enough. You have enough of that. Okay, J-Hop is a gas can because he got rocked twice versus Chicago White Sox, right? That's
15 runs given up his last 2 starts.
Yeah, both versus the White Sox. Go back and look at his numbers versus the other games this year. Okay, now he gets an Indians team with no Franmil Reyes in the lineup. Like, come on, bro. Go back and look.
Luplo's going to hit
at least 7 innings versus the Indians back on April 28th. 7 innings, 4 hit ball, 2 earned runs. Before that, 7 innings, no earned runs. Game after that, 5 innings, 1 earned run. Like, he pitched 2 bad starts. Now he's a gas can. Yes. I mean, he's not very good. Yeah, I know. But, I mean, to put him in the gas can category after 2 bad starts against a good White Sox team, we could get a new host for this. I mean,
Joey, this is why I bring this up because I know if I say gas can, he's going to lose his shit.
Yeah, I got another note about you to calling somebody else a gas can that I'm going to go at you about later in the day.
Your face is a gas can.
Good one.
Holden just fires off the words gas can like any chance he gets. Gas can.
Because look at Joey. He just lost his shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. J-Hop sucks. But, I mean, like...
What do you got on this game?
Yeah, 2 bad starts. Yeah, I'm taking the Minnesota Twins money line plus 130.
No, that's a loser.
Yeah, okay. we got Owen... Cleveland's got Owen Miller, Yu Chang.
It's not a good lineup.
4 guys. Yeah, they got 4 guys in the lineup.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried. The Twins have been scoring. The bats have turned around as of late, and Police X advanced numbers, nothing crazy to write home about. This will be the second time seeing him this year. He gave up 3 earned the first time. I'm taking the Twins. Plus
money. You guys ever bet total bases? You ever bet stuff like that?
I can't even remember the last time I made it.
I'm looking for Jordan Luplow just out of spite now.
Oh, okay.
Just out of complete spite to say Jordan Luplow is going to get something big off of J-Hap.
He's going to strike out 4 times on 12 pitches.
Fine with me. The 5th bat, he's going to hit a home run. What do you got, JJ?
So this wouldn't even be one of my 4 bets that I'm going to additionally give out. But as far as a take, it's hard not to like the under in this spot. You have 2 degraded lineups. Joey's right. J.A. Happ, despite not being a good pitcher, he clearly does not pitch well against the White Sox. But that should median out a bit. He's still a very smart pitcher. Location, a little bit of issue recently with those White Sox starts. You figure that'll median out today against the Cleveland team who typically struggles with left-handers anyway. And again, there's just a complete black hole in the bottom of both these lineups. Miguel Sano in the 4-hole for Minnesota too is wild. Looks like they're sitting Nelson Cruz. So yeah, call it a small lean under the number at 9.
Ray Gersharfi, Luplow hot garbage. Yes, but guess what? He kind of hits lefties really well. This is where, in all seriousness, this is where daily fantasy sports comes in. Seriously, because you look at players and they're just dog shit. But then you dig in a little bit. It's like Freddie Galvis, great matchup today. Jordan Luplow, shit player.
Whoa, relax on Galvis. I mean, you want to talk about a gas can. Galvis.
How many times has Galvis won us money on DFS side? A lot. Hey, Twatty Lottie, what the fuck is going on, dude? I miss you. We do need a sitcom, me and Joey. It's too much though. I'm like tired after doing shows with this dude. It just wears.
Yeah, you need to have some coffee or something. I'm not tired. I'm ready to go.
You need to have a coffee?
I already had mine.
I'm great, man.
JJ had his creamer. I know he picked it up on the way home from softball.
Yep, I rubbed my nipples in it too afterwards.
There you go.
Keep the mojo going, right, Holden? You know what I mean.
What is wrong with you?
I could ask you the same question.
So listen, this is a really interesting ball game between the Brewers and the Reds. And I'll bring this up again. The DFS guys are all over Luis Castillo today. He'd been horrible to start the year. Looked like they need to rebuild him. Then he comes back and his last start was spectacular. The Brewers are rolling out Freddie Peralta today. Love this guy. Brewers minus 125. That's interesting here. I don't know about the runs coming. Joey, I know you got something on this game too.
I don't. That's JJ.
This is so prepared, Joey. He's so prepared.
I don't know the difference between you guys. Anyways, both Italians. You dress like schmucks. You rub your nipples in coffee. What the fuck do I know?
I'll speak first. Yeah, so Luis
Which
Castillo.
One are you?
Luis Castillo was by no means. This is Joey speaking. Luis Castillo was by no means spectacular in his last start. I know this because I bet an under that he was pitching in. He was good, elite through 3 innings, if that means anything. However, like I often say, when do you want to back Luis Castillo? When he's pitching at home, when he's pitching in warm weather. I really liked what I saw from him in his last start, though. I know that the wheels kind of came off for him past the 3rd inning. But, man, I mean, his fastball was up at 99. He even touched 100 on a few. Slider looked good. He just seemed to I don't even know how to describe it. In the 3rd inning, in the 4th inning, weird things just started happening for him. But I think he can build on that confidence. He's been very bad this year. But, again, we're now getting in warm weather. He's back home. Freddie Peralta is kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde guy. He's a guy that – because I thought about betting the under first 5. But the problem with Peralta is he could very easily give up 4 or 5 runs himself or strike out 8 and no one can hit him. I prefer Luis Castillo at dog money first 5. So that's plus 105, Reds first 5.
Plus 105, Reds first 5. Joey, you have nothing on this game. That's all I could say.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, I know. What's new?
Willie Dominus in there from Milwaukee, though. I think this might be his first or second start over there.
Pirates Braves. JT Brubaker. First time this year he allowed more than 3 runs. That was on Tuesday to the Cardinals. Max Fried, since coming off the IL, has been very good. He did have some cramping in his left hand where he is a lefty, so that's kind of a problem against the Mets. But this is the game today, and the Brewers and the Pirates. So, I mean, or the Braves and the Pirates, minus 200. I mean, we're not messing with that on the money line. We're not going to do anything with that. The total, though, is 8.5. And I got to think that the Atlanta total out of that is what, 5? At least 4.5. So, JoeyWerk, what do we got here? The Braves, I know Brubaker looks good on paper. Can the Braves offense get going today?
Yeah, I mean, the last 2 times I backed Brubaker, the Pirates lost, and they lost the first 5. So I'm not going to go back to this one, especially versus a lefty. Max Fried, 3 consecutive quality starts. You know, he didn't allow more than 1 earned run in any of those 3 starts. I do like JT Brubaker, but this might be a tough matchup for him. He has pitched better at home this year as well, and this game is in Atlanta versus Atlanta offense, one of the best he's faced all year. So I'm off this game.
What do you got there, JoeyWerk?
No play on this game.
So our next game would be –
There we go.
And what a dog shit game. Tigers Royals? I mean, this is another game where I just kind of want to throw it out. Do you have anything, JJ?
I think Joey has a play in this one. Right, Joey?
Which game?
I'm kidding. I have a play in this one.
Yeah.
So Tigers. So here, I really like the Tigers over the team total here. It's so first of all, this is a team that's hitting, and they've won a bunch in a row. I have no reason to think that today is the day their sticks go quiet. I just don't understand. Like, I get why the Royals are favored. They're the better team, but they haven't been playing that well. And I know that they won yesterday, but Detroit still hit again. They have a near opening day lineup coming out today. So penning your book, 3.5 was available last night. It's probably not available anymore, but I still don't mind it at 4 at light vig if you can get it. But ideally 3.5, like about -118 would be the look for Detroit over their team total.
Yeah, Casey Mize, he's pitched good since Holden labeled him a gas can. He hasn't allowed more than 2 runs in his last.
But he was
starts.
prior to it.
Pitchers should be paying Holden to label them a gas can.
True that.
Everyone's a gas can in my book.
There's some value there.
I mean, even Garrett Cole, he gives up home runs. So, he's a gas can too.
Yeah, that's a smart take you got there.
Thank you. Are you done? I mean, that was amazing analysis.
I mean, I have more notes, but I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't need to make you cry.
Be quiet. Astros.
I'd pay to see Holden cry though. Can we do that?
You want to make me cry? You want to make me cry? Yeah. I don't know how you're going to do that.
Yeah.
It's a pretty thick skin, but you'll try. You can try. I suppose a roofie and having your way with me would hurt. So the Astros and the Rangers today, it's heavy favorites with the Astros, -156. You're not betting the money line. Here's the deal, though, guys. The roof is closed in Texas, and we know when this thing is closed, it's tough to score runs. Fulte, gas can. Christian Javier having a nice season. I like what I'm seeing out of him. He's given up his first 4 starts were terrific, but his last 4 starts were not good. He's got a ERA of 5.40, so he's gas can. I just labeled him a gas can, JoeyWerk. Today he's going to be great.
He's been really good.
He'll be great.
He said he's been really good. 2 seconds later, he's a gas can. All right. Just pick a side.
But his last 4, he's a gas can.
So for you, just so I'm clear on the sliding scale here of a gas can, look if
right.
So somebody
he was a 0, and now he's an 8.
So somebody cannot be a gas
can.
He
was a 0, and now he's an 8.
That's just a weird. Joey, he's like.
Right, exactly. I can't take it.
It's extremely weird. Maybe it was just me. But anyway.
It's my fault. I'm in a mood today, man.
I'm just trying to understand what gas can means to you. So if somebody's had a good year and they have 3 bad starts in a row, they're a gas can? Or
totally.
if they have a bad year and they have 3 good starts in a row, are they like an all-star? Where does the scale start?
No, you are leaning toward a gas can all the time.
Okay, so the scale starts.
Unless you pitch in Texas.
The scale starts at gas can. They need to prove to you they're not one. Like that's how it.
Correct. Look at. I don't even know what were we doing here. Texas and Houston. You got anything? Either one of you?
I don't know. To me, I know the total's a little inflated again, but the Astros, if you can just punch them in for 4 runs these days. So maybe if they go quiet for the first inning or 2, because Foltynewicz is now a Cy Young as per Holden, maybe.
No, I did not say that.
You go over their team total at 3.5. You can get it live at a better number. I don't like anything pregame. I know that Houston was coming in with a big winning streak before. They've now dropped 2 in a row and liable to drop another to Texas. But both these teams are hitting, so but the roof is closed in, which does impact it. Me, I would wait a few innings, see if you can get a better number on Houston's team total.
Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, Javier, he basically tailed 2 seasons. He did really good his first 3 starts. Now his last 4, he's allowed at least 3 earned runs. And one of them was versus Texas team. It was at home. But he does strike out a lot of batters. Should fare well against this Rangers squad, striking out top 5 in baseball. Foltynewicz, going for the Rangers. He's definitely guaranteed to give up runs, even with the roof closed open. I don't give a shit. He's giving up runs. The question is how many. He did just pitch against this Astros team on May 13th. He allowed 3 earned runs in 5 innings, gave up 8 hits. I do expect more of the same here. So the lean is Astros first 5. Lay the half run, you get it down to -110.
I'm torn on our next game, gentlemen, because I like John Gray a lot, and I don't care if it's in Colorado or not. And then you got the kid. This is Arizona at the Rockies, and then Taylor Widener's coming off the IL. I don't know how deep he's going to go, but he had a 2.82 ERA in the 4 April starts, so he gets a chance to get into rotation, back into rotation. Here's the deal, though. Coors Field, first of all, it's going to be nice and warm here. Second of all, the wind is blowing straight at 20 miles an hour. I mean, everything is coming together for an over here, but John Gray has been terrific. The over right now, it went from 11. Now it's sitting at 11.5, 12 at some places. I mean, the total's interesting. The side's interesting. You're not going to go money line. Well, you know what? I just saw the Rockies money lines -120 on PointsBet. Wow. That's interesting, JoeyWerk. Anything on this game? Because I'm just a big John Gray truther.
Yeah, I got nothing on this game, but I do expect runs. I'm going to send it over to JJ, who has a play on this game. Thanks.
Thank you, Joey. Appreciate that.
You put 84 plays up there. How the fuck am I supposed to know whose play it is?
Yes.
It says their name next to the play, but
yeah. Crazy. It's their name.
I don't know the difference between your name. You got Joey, JJ, Joey Italian stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. So the issue here is that
Gray is not a gas can, Gregory. Sorry, JJ.
One of the issues with doing the show at this time, of course. So last night it was 5.5, 122, I think, Rockies total, which was what hit. I don't love 6.5 at dog money. I'll be honest. But if you're looking for an alternative, I don't mind Rockies first 5 or Rockies money line. This team's hitting super well. I know Diamondbacks had like a flash in the pan night yesterday, but the Rockies have been so consistent with their bats, and they're home. The wind blowing out. It's warm. They got a better pitching matchup. I don't mind at all going with the Rock. And if it is minus 125 at PointsBet, yeah, slam that.
I am a gas can, Holden. I don't care what you. I am gas can, Holden. I don't care what you say, Gregory. I still like you. But hey, Joey, Julius Randle, points, assists, and rebounds today. How many?
I don't know. I don't bet basketball. I'm rooting for my fucking Knicks. I'm rooting for my Knicks, and that's it.
I don't like you. Giants, Dodgers. You got anything on this, Joey? Giants heavy dogs plus 120.
JJ does, so we'll go to JJ.
God damn it, JJ! You got so many plays up there.
Testing. Okay, so I like the Dodgers here. I know it's super chalky, but I don't understand the line. So last night it was 125. It looks like DK's 139. You got a better line at PointsBet, Holden?
I do not have a much better line at PointsBet. No, sorry about that.
What is it?
Really not. It's not my fault.
Doesn't even seem like you're looking at it.
No, I am looking at it. It's Dodgers minus 133 on the money line.
Okay, so it is a little better. Yeah, for me, I just don't understand it. The Dodgers have won now, 8 in a row or 7 in a row, and they're still going to be priced this cheap with a good arm. This is what I don't understand. Like this is a good team playing well. I don't understand the pricing here. Look, of course, this could be the game the Giants win, but for me, it's still not priced into the market enough. It's a short price in the Dodgers, and I like it. If 133 is the best I can get, I'll put that on here. So,
okay.
Line 133.
You like that now?
I liked it last night. Yeah.
How many units are we putting on this? Is this a whale play? 42 units?
No whale plays.
Is this 0.4 units?
0 whale plays.
Joey, you got nothing on this, so I'll just move on. We're flying, boys. We got 3 left. A's and Angels. So the Athletics, love me some A's. Minus 112 money line. Angels plus 104 is the best price I'm seeing out there right now. We got Sean Manaea, big lefty against Dylan Bundy, he's got foot problems. He's got an ERA. He's given up 15 runs his last 13 and a third. Joey, can I say Dylan Bundy gas can?
Probably not.
What the hell are you talking about? Probably not.
He's had terrible numbers this year, but if you look at his numbers versus A's team, 111 plate appearances. They bat 198 versus him. Ex-WOBA of 214. He basically handles this A's team. He's pitching at home, which he's pitched better. I mean, obviously his form entering this matchup is very scary, but I think everybody, you included, everybody's on Oakland today. So this is the time you take.
I'm not on Oakland.
I mean, you just talked about it, how he's a gas can. I saw your hand went down low. So I know you were getting excited. But obviously the Angels are missing still Mike Trout. It looks like everyone on the A's is in there. I'm actually not seeing a full lineup yet. But Manaea is definitely susceptible as well to give up runs. But the Angels lineup doesn't scare me. Neither of these bullpens are very good. The lean is over 8.5, and it looks like the wind is blowing out 10 miles an hour as well, and slight lean towards the Angels money line.
And you have nothing on this, JJ?
No, I do have something on this, but I appreciate the assumption. So Dylan Bundy,
you got plays on the same game?
I don't have a play.
We do this weird thing on the show where we give takes on games to people who want them.
He sounded so confident. He's like, you love the A's. This is going to be awesome today.
First of all, Dylan Bundy is not a gas can. Surface numbers are terrible. He has no wins in the season, and he's 0-5.
Nice
But
guy.
this dude keeps pitching like this. His ERA will end under 4 this season. First of all, there's a lot of like good green light signs, if you will, about Mr. Bundy. First of all, K rate above 9. He's only walking about 2.5 guys per 9. Not giving up a whole lot of home runs either. His batting average on balls and plays over 300. I mean, that's going to come down. He's leaving only 55% of guys on base. That's going to go up. He's just been better. Not any crazy hard contact. Just very what I'll consider unlucky for his current ERA. That should start to median out. Will be today. Who knows? The Angels don't have enough bats in the lineup. Obviously, with Trout out, this lineup looks completely different. I know he's only one guy, but you don't have to pitch around anybody else around him anymore. Either way, I don't love the play, but to me, Bundy's got good progression coming his way, so I don't mind the Met dog money.
Hit the like button, or JJ's not going to be able to afford another gold chain. So that's all I'll say to you. Hit the like button. That's what you're supposed to. Seattle, San Diego. So Justin Dunn, young guy. Not going to call him a gas can. Yu Darvish, total gas can. When the Padres came here, he gave up like 3 runs. It was a disaster, of course. Just a complete mess. Very disappointed in him. Which one of you has plays on this, or nobody has a play?
We could just talk on it. Hold on, I know this sounds wild.
Well, nobody.
I'll start.
There's only 2 games left, Holden. Is that all right?
I know.
You gotta go in 2 minutes.
He's like, has anybody got to play? No, great. Let's go over to Sunday Night Baseball. All right. So first of all, you'd absolutely be nuts right now to jump in front of this Padres team. Look, is this going to be the start they lose with their arguable ace on the hill at home against a team that's reeling? I mean, look, I know it's 260. It's tough to lay. I said it yesterday. I don't mind laying a 1.5 with the Padres. Kind of the same thing again. I don't mind laying a 1.5 at home with the Padres. Not a bet I make, but you just be crazy right now to fade this team. They're playing too well. Their pitchers are throwing well. All their hitters are hitting well. And Tatis coming back this week has made a difference. Seem like they have a lot more energy, and they're going for 10 straight today. So, I mean, it's hard not to like the Padres today.
Yep, I agree. 9-1 last 10 for the Padres. I mean, it's really hard to step in front of them, especially with Darvish. Justin Dunn's definitely going to give up runs. So if you want to lay 1 run first 5 rather to get the juice down, I'm not totally against that.
Cubs and Cardinals on the Sunday night game. Zach Davies. What is Zach Davies, JoeyWerk?
I don't know. You tell me.
Gas can. Complete gas can. Cardinals.
You named like half the starters today are gas cans.
Correct, which is why we're gonna have a lot of runs, and it's warm, and the wind's blowing out in some places. Adam Wainwright, Waino, fastball topping out around 79. Honestly, guys, it's fun to watch him pitch. I love it because guys are sitting up there, they got no idea what to do, but he has given up a lot of home runs, 1.7 home runs per 9. Like the Cubs could be bashing here. I'm going to have to look a little deeper into their team total. JoeyWerk, Waino, Zach Davies.
Yeah, so obviously both these guys are very susceptible to runs. Both lineups have pretty impressive numbers versus the opposing pitcher as well. The Cardinals are batting .459 weighted on base percentage versus Zach Davies and over 100 at bats. On the opposite side, .330 against Waino and 230 at bats. So, but obviously Waino has performed admirably better at home in his career and this year, and so do the Cardinals. Cardinals 15-9 at home. The Cubs are 7-13 on the road. Lean is over. It looks like the wind's blowing out a little bit as well, so lean would be over 8.5, and Cardinals.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit that over 8.5. It's just both pitchers are gas cans, guys. JJ.
You would figure at some point this begins to median out, but Sunday Night Baseball and overs. I mean, it's like been pretty crazy this season. And again, 2, not so good pitchers. Zach Davies has started to look a little better over his last few starts collectively than he started the year. Wainwright, Wainwright's had 3 bad starts this year. Outside of that, though, he's been pretty good. I know you still have to count those 3 starts, but it's like when he's been really bad, he's been really bad, and when he hasn't, he's been a good pitcher. And I think that which version of him do you get tonight? He's been better at home, as Joey said. You could get a better version of him. under the lights tonight, but it'll be a complete stay away spot for me. Sunday Night Baseball hasn't exactly been good to me, but then again, I've liked a few unders, and there's just been over City in these Sunday night games, so I'm going to stay away from me entirely. But Wainwright's definitely not as bad as he looked against the Padres, who were smashing the seams off the ball before he saw them anyway. So I don't look at that.
Gregory Wuso, he wants to know about Colorado first 5. What was your Colorado lean or bet?
I had money line for Colorado, Greg, but I don't mind it. First 5 if you want it. You could lay the half run. It'd be probably slight dog money.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Play. Okay, very good. Anything else you guys want to talk about, or can we go enjoy the day? Or let me go. I'm betting this right now. Hold on a second.
The handcuffs are off. You are free. You are free to go.
You want to get me the fuck out of here. Best bet, guys. I don't blame you.
Joey, with the show you watched, did it sound like I wanted him to get out of here, or did it sound like he wanted to get himself out of here?
Yeah,
I don't need to go anywhere.
You definitely wanted to get yourself out of here. What do you mean you don't have to go anywhere? You said you had a show, I thought. Another show.
I did a show before this. They called me up and they're like, hey, can you do the DFS show? Yes, Pierre, or whatever your name is, Cortez. We're doing best bets. I was just placing this over 8.5 bet for tonight. So,
Great. Are you talking about points bet? I mean, I was just going on what Holden said to me at 125. Colorado's 133 where?
Yeah.
I was saying it was 125 at points bet. Like that was what Holden was reading.
Get us together, Russo.
His name is Greg. Holden.
Yeah, Greg.
Gregory. He put Gregory. So
yeah,
right.
If you check through the chat, the best bets. But for me, I like the Tigers over their number, the Rockies over their number. I like Red Sox money line full game, Reds first 5, and the Dodgers money line.
I like the White Sox team total over 4, Minnesota Twins money line plus 130.
Awesome.
I like lamp. I like carpet, and I like the Nationals Orioles over 9.5. I got it at 9. I'll take the 9.5. That place, man, they're just going to go bonkers. So that's it. That's all I got. Best bet.
That'll be 1-0 in the 8th.
Yeah.
So probably, which is why I say
love
just
it.
bet the other way. Hey, I forgot what I was going to. Oh, first inning runs in that Sunday night game. So, we're not big trends guys, but at what point in time does this stop? These two pitchers, like the over is, you know what? I'll throw that out there too. I love that over tonight, over 8.5 at -109 on DraftKings. So I'll just throw out 2 plays over in Washington, over in this one. Look at Joe.
It's getting cocky now. It's like, you know what? I'm going to throw out 2 plays. You know what? If you like the no-run first inning, I'm not betting that either.
So hold on, JJ, is that a bet too or no? Like, what do you think of this trends with this over thing?
Yeah, I think that specifically in Sunday Night Baseball, like I said, I don't even know if you can quantify. I know the sample size isn't super big. It's about, 8 or 9 games, but it's hard to look away from it. There's been runs in every Sunday night game. They've all gone over. Maybe one hasn't. But what I will say is, because talking no run or yes run first inning, I believe, I could be wrong, but I do believe Luis Castillo in every start, there's been a run in the first inning.
That would be the Reds game. Luis Castillo. Every start.
Not always given up by him, but in starts he's been in, there's been a run in first inning, I think, in every single start. So I think he's like 8-0 in that. Good
to see you in the chat, Twatty Lottie. Always good. Guys, you missed the dad. Everybody misses JJ's dad. There's only so much we could do with him, though. He doesn't want to hang out with his son that often. we don't want to. We just have to.
But it's fine.
All right, JJ, take us out. I'll do this.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. For all the picks and such. Got the French Open happening in tennis starting this week, qualifiers, and then next week it actually starts.
Where is the French Open?
That's a good question. Roland Garros.
Where's that?
If I had to guess, somewhere in Spain. Probably wrong. This is what we're here for, Joey. For Holden's amusement. So yes, go ahead, grab an atlas. Go ahead and grab an atlas and locate where. And go ahead and find yourself where the French Open physically is. But yes, thank you everybody for joining. Be sure to gamble responsibly this week, folks. Stay safe, and we'll catch you guys next week.